Today is Saturday, the 1st of July 2023. This is Street Abundance coming to you again with very important and critical information with regards to our transition process or period that we are now in. It is very important that you pay attention. As it is now, the system where BIREC, the TAC is concerned, that has been completely disabled. Also, not only the exchange, but also I think the peer-to-peer have been also disabled, which means that the next transactions will be taken in the new exchange after the importation of those coins from one blockchain to the next. And so no one should be alarmed, because I've already been saying this since last week, that there will be interruption in the system. So sometimes when I see people still asking, oh, this can't be done, that cannot be this, or they're not seeing that, it's just that they're not paying attention. They're not paying attention at all. All right, so where we are now, for those of you who wishes to clear the remaining coin at cents, this is your opportunity. Everything now will be done on paper. So you will send your Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency to the same individuals, and they will record your amount, and those will be credited in the new exchange at the price now. The price now for the coins, because those at 0.0275 is finished. We are now at 0.035, and it's very limited supply. Once those coins are finished now, the next coin that will be available before the official exchange, that price will not be less than $1. I am now telling you that as we get ready for the exchange. The next offering for the mass adoption period will not be less than $1. So this is your opportunity to clear those at 0.035 now, as we get in preparation for the short period when we will have the countdown to the exchange. The price that we will burst the gate on the exchange, that will not be said at this point. But all I can say, that you will never see the price at $1 or below once we burst the exchange. So this is the period that you now need to revisit our mission and our vision. A lot of you in the forum are saying, Abundance, we should put the coin at 30,000, 50,000, 20,000, because people are calling us a scam. The value of the coin does not determine whether it is a scam or not, because you have coins that were hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the whole system was flawed. So it's not the value of the coin that makes it legitimate. You need to understand that very well. It is how you presented the coin. It's how you inflate the coin. A lot of you come into TAC accustomed to smart contract. You pay some money here, then next week you get your money doubled. You pay some money here, and in 3 months you can get millions. Those are special smart contracts that are not sustainable. That's not what TAC is about. And so we have to understand that This is a movement of substance. This is not a hype moment. This is not an instant gratification moment for any Tiashan in the community. It's not about you. We have a lot to do, but you will not drown tack in the water to accomplish your personal gain. This is bigger than any one of us. We have to do this with wisdom and vision and not instant gratification. We have to be level-headed. We cannot be running after everything and eventually run after nothing, then come back into tack and expect you can magically call a number and everybody must subject to your number. It will not work. There is no voting either. There will be no voting on this issue. All I ask to deliberate so that abundance can manage the expectations. Because that's what it is. You need to be able to analyze and to enter the minds so that you can able to manage expectations. This is still a baby. TAC is still a baby. And we will grow this coin organically. You want TAC to solve your issues, your problem, and that is why TAC was introduced. But the question is, what is your contribution to that effect? You bought a few coins, you sat down, you do nothing. But today, you're in the forum, you want TAC to be 10,000, you want TAC to be 20,000. Where were you? Where were you all these times? And so, we are at a point, at a very critical point, that I've asked you to go back and study what happened in the Central African Republic when they made Bitcoin a legal tender. I asked you to go to El Salvador and ask what happened when they made Bitcoin a legal tender. One thing I know, that they did not get the attention, attraction from their citizens because it was not affordable. It was not affordable. It was only for the elites. Go and ask what happened. Did you hear any rush on the streets? Did you hear that anybody went to bank to buy Bitcoin because it was now legal tender? No, it did not happen. A matter of fact, when they legalized Bitcoin, Bitcoin fell. The price of Bitcoin fell. One of the major reasons that Bitcoin is struggling today is because the elites have now in control. They are now in control. They are the people that have Bitcoins now are fewer people. And so they have now understand this thing more than us. Those who bring it to their attention, while they were saying they were crucifying it. I said the other day, I think in my last audio, that even the royal palace, Buckingham, has stamped approval on cryptocurrency in the UK. Chase Bank, the number one enemy of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, have now hailed Bitcoin. And they have more Bitcoin than you and I. What that should tell you. I am trying to open up your eyes to the reality of the system around you. It was not designed with you in mind. And the design that it has, no matter how hard you work, except you're a thief, you will remain poor. And there are different categories of poverty, by the way. Not because you can afford a house or a car, that doesn't mean that you're not poor. Because some of us who own houses and car, we can't get sick because we have no money to pay the hospital bill. So some of us still die in our cars and in our big houses because we have no more money. People think there is money. There is none. There is none. So all of us are operating at different levels of poverty. That is how the system works. And so this morning, I want the debate to continue, but you must also bear in mind, and I am repeating it again, 10 million people, and I use different numbers, but it's for emphasis. Let me put it 100 million. 100 million people, or let me put it to a billion. A billion, which is the same, 100 million. A billion person holding one tack, of which we have less now. So they will basically hold probably a quarter of a tack. Because, we only have 50 million tack in circulation. And I've also made that correction on the website. So a lot of people, when they go there before, they thought that we still have 2 billion coins. And of course, when you have a lot of coins, it then is a turn off for a lot of investors, and it also keeps the price very low. But once they realize that it is only 50 million coin, of which less than half is already in circulation, and the majority of that is in reserve is for our major projects. So at the end of the day, they will realize that this is a coin that is going, and that is what I'm saying. The people who will come into TAC, you don't have enough coin to sell them. You don't have enough coin to sell them. And so just let us be cognizant, be mindful, be sightful, be intentional with your TAC, because we are really, really winding down this thing to go on the exchange so that our lives can be better, because that is why we joined this. But we will not artificially inflate the coin for a few people. No, it will not happen. And don't expect it to happen either. We are very responsible in this community from day one, and we will remain responsible in this community. No one should point finger at us, and if they point finger, it should not stand. We should be able to prove them wrong in time, as we have done. I left out of TBC, and I told them exactly what was going to happen, and everything I said happened. Everything. A matter of fact, I think they introduced three coins after I left. 3 different utility coin, and all of them crashed within 3 months. Yes, TBC. A lot of you don't know that, but there's a disaster over there. But it is a shame. It is shame that is keeping them up. Shame. But it's a disaster over there. But I told them that. That's why I couldn't put my name on that thing. I could have never put my name on that thing. I can't bring people into that kind of extended program that is going nowhere. I can't do it. I have my name. I have integrity. And that is why they're intact, trying to destroy, because the success of TAC will scatter them. Will scatter them. But you see the good thing with the exchange that we're having, you will not be able to trade except your KYC. So we will capture the enemies that will come. We will see them. You know, we did not own the other exchanges. So Abundance don't have that insight, the back end, to say, okay, who are these people? No. I didn't have that because we don't own the exchange. Yes, we were trading on the exchange of others. But now that we have our exchange, we will put the things in place so that we can avoid those persons who will come. Thank you very much. I will have further update on this matter.